When did you realize you were not the favorite child? I realized it when my parents threw my sister a graduation party for finishing community college, but told me they were too busy to attend my medical school graduation. They said someone needed to stay home and watch the dog. I'm Sarah, the older daughter who spent my entire life being told I was the responsible one, while watching my younger sister Amy get celebrated for literally breathing. Growing up, I thought working harder would finally make them proud. I was wrong. Amy barely passed high school with C's and D's. My parents threw her a massive party, hired a DJ, and invited 100 people because she needed encouragement. When I graduated valedictorian, they took me to Applebee's and split an appetizer. You don't need the fuss, Mom said. Success comes naturally to you. In college, I worked 3 jobs to pay tuition while studying pre-med. Called home crying once about the stress. Dad's response? Stop being dramatic. You chose this path. Meanwhile, Amy dropped out of her first semester to find herself, and they funded her 6-month trip to Europe because everyone develops at their own pace. The real slap came during my MCAT prep. I needed absolute quiet to study for the most important test of my life. My parents decided that exact week to let Amy's band practice in our garage. 4 drunk guys screaming into microphones until 3 a.m. every night. When I begged them to make it stop, Mom said, Amy needs our support right now. You'll figure it out like you always do. I did figure it out. Scored in the 94th percentile while sleeping in my car in the library parking lot. Getting into medical school should have been my moment. The acceptance letter came on a Tuesday. I drove straight to my parents' house, hands shaking with excitement. They were planning Amy's birthday party, not just any party. They'd hired an event planner. Honey, that's wonderful, Mom said without looking up from cake samples. Amy, do you prefer vanilla or chocolate? Dad glanced at my letter for 2 seconds. Good job, kiddo. Hey, should we get a photo booth for Amy's party? 4 years of medical school passed the same way. They missed my white coat ceremony for Amy's pottery class showcase. Skipped my research presentation to help Amy move apartments for the 5th time. Every achievement met with, that's nice, dear, while Amy's participation trophies got framed and displayed. Finally, graduation day arrived, the day I'd worked toward my entire life. The ceremony, where I'd walk across that stage as Dr. Sarah Mitchell. I mailed them invitations 3 months early, called weekly with reminders, even offered to pay for their hotel. 2 days before graduation, Mom called. Sweetie, bad news. We can't make it. My heart stopped. Is everything okay? Is someone sick? Oh no, nothing like that. It's just, well, Biscuit gets so anxious when we leave, and Amy's having a rough week. Someone should stay with them. I stood there holding my phone, staring at my cap and gown. They were choosing a dog and my 26-year-old sister over my medical school graduation. It's next weekend too, Mom continued. Amy's finally finishing her associate degree. We're throwing her a huge party. You should come. We rented a hall and everything. She's overcome so much. 2 years. An associate degree that took Amy 8 years and 6 school changes. She was getting a rented hall. I was getting abandoned. That weekend, I walked across that stage alone. My classmates had families screaming their names, taking a million photos. I had an empty section and a text from Dad saying, Biscuit says congrats. The next weekend, I watched via Facebook as 200 people celebrated Amy's 2-year degree. Parents giving speeches about their persistent daughter who never gave up. A 3-tier cake, a DJ, professional photographer. Mom posted 97 photos with captions like, so proud of our graduate. Still haven't posted anything about my medical degree. Last month, Amy called needing money for another fresh start. My parents had given her everything they had. Could you help? Mom asked. You make good money now. Family helps family. I hung up and changed my number. Some children spend their whole lives trying to earn their parents' love. I spent mine learning I already had it. I was just expected to loan it to my sister.